So when these guys can get over 8 feet long, this is actually a little one. Although it does look pretty big and pretty menacing. All right guys, Papa Pepper here with an amazing snake. This is the Coachwhip. Now this is only the second one I've ever caught. These guys are crazy fast, and it definitely took a lot of effort for me to get this guy. I'll share some footage from right when I caught it with Brian Phobos, because he was with me filming it. So he's got some great footage I'll include in this video. But these guys are the fastest snake in North America. I was trying to recall when I first caught it, but I was so excited exactly how fast they go. They go about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Which, you know, especially if you're heading through underbrush or through thick fields, is a lot if you're going to try to catch this. I saw this one on the road and it took off into the ditch. I pulled over and kind of jumped out of the vehicle running after it. It crossed a fence line. I thought I lost it, but then it came back and I was pouncing and chasing and jumping back and forth for quite a while, and eventually I lost it. I didn't know where it was, but one of my daughters saw it up in a tree, you know, about a couple feet off the ground. But man, these guys have great eyesight, and they're a diurnal snake, which means they hunt during the daytime. They'll kind of lift their heads up a lot in fields and things like that where they're hunting, see if they can find some prey, and then they'll go. They just kind of grab their food and swallow it. They don't constrict. And besides being the fastest snake in North America, they're even faster than a racer. Okay, and if you saw a bit ago, I mean, racers are quick enough. I was hanging on to one just like this and it bit me in the face. So if you saw that, these guys are even quicker than racers. They're even quicker than that, and these guys are kind of known for going for the face when they're handled, confronted, threatened, stuff like that. So this guy is super charged right now. He's not even that warm yet, but he just wants to take off. And you can see as well the nice transition of color as it heads from a black kind of front. Ooh, man, he's locked onto me right now. Kind of trailing down to this lighter brown. And if you look at that scales and stuff there, that's why they call these guys Coachwhips, because the tail almost looks like a braided Coachwhip. Very cool snake. So definitely love these guys. Definitely happy to find them. Like I said, this is only my second one ever. There is, I think, 6 different subspecies of these guys. Some of them will just be all tan. Some of them will be much more red for the tail, with a much darker head. I'm not sure. I think when this guy matures, it'll probably be even darker in the front and maybe even more red in the back. I'm not sure, but incredible snake. You can find them in the United States, pretty much coast to coast. And there'll be different color variations, but from coast to coast and across northern Mexico as well. So a very interesting, very cool, super fast snake that we're happy to see. So definitely a cool one. I'll cut to that footage of Phobos and then I'll get back with you guys in a minute.
Gotta keep them far away from your face.
It's a Coachwhip. Because if you look at their, he musked on me. That's what that is. We'll go swimming later. But their tail transitions from this black up here, this beautiful red, and it kind of looks like a braided Coachwhip. Oh man, second one ever in my entire life. These guys, what, 26 miles an hour? I forget what they do. They're crazy fast.
Yeah, that was fast.
It crossed the fence and I'm like, oh, it's over. And then it cut back and I'm like, yes.
I saw it hanging on a tree.
And when you grab them, they're known to go for the face. But look at those big eyes. Very arboreal. They'll go right up in the tree like no problem. Thank you, child. Thanks for coming out to help. Woo! Do we even have an empty snake bag right now, kids?
I think we have one, but it has
I'll hang on to them for now. You guys can hang on to them. One of these. It was the same type thing, but I was driving with my family, and we were on pavement, not on the gravel road. And I'm like, that's a Coachwhip. I'm like, pull over. Like, I dove into the ditch, missed it with my first grab, grabbed it with the second one, and it was huge. But these guys, just amazing snakes, non-venomous, super fast. There's a lot of different color morphs. This is kind of the more common one here, where you go from a black to kind of the Coachwhip, you know, red type whatever on the back, where it looks like a braided Coachwhip. Just beautiful, very long tails, super fast snake, super fast. I'd have to remember, I'm excited right now, but this might be the fastest snake in North America. I'm not,
really?
I can't recall.
It was fast.
Yeah, and you saw me, I mean, you saw me hustle on the court, which we'll do again in a minute, but I hustle and I need to, and man, thank you so much. I didn't know where it went. Went up in a tree, and you saw even that grab. I just like dove into the tree at it because I'm like, I'm not taking this slow. This snake is not slow. So, just beautiful. Mama's gonna be happy too. Don't blame me in the face. I'm driving. Amazing snake. Nope. I'm about to. Woohoo! So this guy, you know, I mean, he's still 2 or 3 feet almost. He's over 2. He's heading to 3. I did not expect this. But that's like you asked, you know, do I just go out and look for him? Well, a lot of times you just see him. If you dive in the bushes after him, it's a lot easier to catch him. Yeah. Well, you can see, I mean, obviously a very dangerous, life-threatening situation. A young girl to be in.
Well, it's definitely changed my perception. Just watching your videos over the last couple of years, it's definitely changed my perception. And just to see the kids like handle the snakes and not be scared of them, that actually, the first time I saw that, it kind of tripped me out. I was like, what?
Well, and you know, people can be afraid about anything. You know, we can be afraid of frogs. I know people who are. And I once saw a woman, she jumped back when she realized one of my children had a frog in her hand. She goes, ah! So her 12-year-old son standing next to her, ah! And I'm like, oh no, it just did the worst thing it ever did. And they're like, what did it do? What did it do? I'm like, it hopped. I'm like, this is... So I can pass, you know, education onto my children. I'm not going to make them do something like this, but if they're comfortable with it and they understand, you know, yes, they could get bit by a non-venomous snake. We'll have to clean the wound, make sure it doesn't get infected. You know, snakes don't brush their teeth. But for the most part, this snake doesn't think it's going to harm, she's going to harm it. This snake's pretty chill. And she's comfortable with it. And if we find a venomous, dangerous one, they can tell. They can identify. They can say, okay, we'll steer clear of this. So it's just an educated life. We respect the creatures. We appreciate them. And if they're going to pose a real threat, I'll take care of it. We'll remove it from the area so the kids can be safe and have fun. So if you saw there, we actually had it at the swimming hole too. This one we found on the way to a basketball rematch. It makes a brief cameo in that video where Brian Phobos challenged me to a rematch of basketball. And then we wanted to check out the swimming hole. He had saw my video on kind of welcome to my world and just checking out different things. And he was amazed at the crystal clear water, all the fish in there. So he wanted to head there. And that's where you'll see the footage of my daughter just kind of hanging onto this one as it's swimming for a little bit. A lot of snakes will head down to the water to drink. A lot of snakes will swim. Just because you see a snake at the water does not mean it's a water moccasin, and that's the point I really can't drive home enough because I hear it so constantly. Just anytime anyone sees a snake down by the water, it's immediately a water moccasin, and that's so far from the truth. But it also goes to show in this information age when all the wisdom and intelligence and whatever in the world is directly at people's fingertips on their handheld devices at any moment, that they're still just really ignorant about a lot of things, which is an interesting problem that we have in society. But anyway, beautiful snake, incredible. I'll see if I can't get some close footage of it, but the second I let this guy go, I mean, it's gone, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to catch it. And I think the one point that's kind of cool that Brian Phobos was making is he says, man, after running around chasing these snakes all the time, you're really quick on the basketball court. So just a little bit of a fun insight from him on kind of my lifestyle. So, all right guys, Coachwhip, second one ever. Incredible snake. I absolutely love it. So happy to see it, and blessed to be able to catch 2. So we'll see what happens in the future. Stay tuned for the next Daily Snake. Papa out. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people, where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.